This is the first video in a 2-video series where I'll show you how to make a Earth Day poster similar to this one. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create the apple that says Earth Day and has the year. First of all, you need to open this file. It's called apple.ai. You can open it from the T drive, the P drive, or from the internet. As soon as you open it, go to File, Save As, and put your name on it. This will help your apple from getting confused with other apples, and also it will prevent you from saving over the original. If you save over the original, then other people can't use it. Leave the default settings as they are and click OK. The first thing that I'm going to do is open the Layers panel, which is symbolized by these overlapping diamonds. And I will open this little side menu here and open this, and you'll notice that all of the pieces of the apple are grouped together. I'm going to select the apple by clicking in this little open circle right here. Another way to select the apple is to use the selection tool and just click on it. Now I'm going to go to Object, Ungroup. So now, instead of being grouped together, these are separate pieces. Now that I've done that, I'm going to take layer 1 and take it to the Create New Layer button, and I have 2. I'm going to turn off the eyeball on the second one because we'll need it later. Now I'm going to put text over the apple. So I will select the Type tool and click up here in this blank area, and there's some placeholder text that appears. I'm going to write Earth in all caps and then highlight it, and I have pre-chosen a font that I like. It's called Hobo, and you choose whatever font you like that you think goes with the feel of your project. I'm going to guess that the size will be approximately 175, so I'll type that into the size box and hit enter, and use the selection tool and drag this down. Looks pretty good, but let's change the color so that we can see it. Over here is the swatches panel. I will click to open that, and I have very little choice. So I'm going to open the side menu and go to Open Swatch Library, Color Books, and choose True Match, which is a nice CMYK palette that I often use. Now I will open this up and choose maybe this nice bright red right here. Now I want the text to take about half of the apple, so I'm going to stretch it by pulling on the top handle and stretch it by pulling on the bottom handle, so it takes approximately half the apple. Now, with Earth still selected, I'm going to hold down Alt on the keyboard and pull down a copy. Then switch to the text tool. You can use the keyboard shortcut, which is T, and then highlight it, and I'm going to write day. Switch to the selection tool and center that on there. Something kind of like that. Alright, let's do, hold down Alt, make a copy, and hit T for text tool shortcut, and I will write 2017 and change the color of it to a nice kind of yellowish green color. How about this one right here? And with the selection tool, I'll just go ahead and make this an approximate size to fit inside that leaf. There we go. Pretty close. Alright, now we're going to chop the apple in half so that we can warp the Earth to the top part and day to the bottom part. So I'm going to open up the Layers panel again and go down here and select the apple by clicking in this little empty circle right here. And I'm going to get the Line Segment tool, and I'm going to click and hold and drag, and if you hold down Shift, it will constrain the line segment tool so it stays perfectly horizontal, and then I'll let that go. So let's see, let's change the stroke. It doesn't matter what color because it's just going to disappear in a moment anyway, so I'll just choose this blue, and size 1 or 2 point will be fine. I'll choose 2 so I can see it a little bit better. Now I'm going to go to Object, Path, and Outline Stroke. So I'm going to change this from a path into a image object, if you will. Now, with that selected, let's see here. So here's my path. I'm also going to hold down Shift and click the apple so that I have a little blue square next to the apple and the path. I'm going to open the Pathfinder panel from the Window menu, and first I'm going to click minus front. So what that has done is cut the blue line out of the center of the apple. Now it's grouped together and I want to ungroup it. So I will go to Object, Ungroup. Okay, now I'm going to use the black arrow and I'll select just the top of the apple, and I'll hold down Shift and click in this little blank circle right here to select Earth. Now I'm going to go to Object, Envelope Distort, Make with Top Object. And the text does have to be behind the apple. It cannot be on top of the apple. Now let's go ahead and do day. So I'll select the bottom part of the apple and hold down Shift or Control on the keyboard and click in this little spot right here so that they're both selected at the same time. Go to Object, Envelope, Distort, Make with Top Object. There we go. Now the last one is the leaf. Now I am going to have to take the leaf and drag it above the date because the object has to be on the top. So I will click to select that, hold down Shift and click in the little empty circle so that both of those are selected. Go to Object, Envelope Distort, Make with Top Object. There we go. Now let's go ahead. I can delete this part and delete this part. Now I'm going to turn on the bottom apple and I will change the color. So let's select the apple part and choose a nice deep red. Maybe this. Okay, that looks pretty good. Now I'm going to go and select the leaf and let's choose a nice bright green color for the leaf. There we go. And the stem, let's go with a nice dark brown color. Now I'm going to leave this little blossom end here black. With the selection tool, I'm going to draw a box around the whole thing and go to Object, Group. So now all these separate pieces are one piece, so if I click on it, I can move the whole thing because I grouped everything together. So now I'm going to go to File, Save, and I am ready for the next part of the project, which is to create the tree that the apple will hang on. That's it for now. Make sure you save your changes.